The City of Southfield and the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Task Force once again presented the popular MLK Holiday Peace Walk celebration. The program featured remarks from local dignitaries, musical performances by area choral groups, and keynote speaker, attorney Anthony Jenkins.
Well, this is our 28th annual Peace Walk. You may be aware that this occurred back in 1986. We were one of the first to start a walk. Councilwoman Barbara Talley was instrumental in getting this started, but this is our 28th year. We feel that it is so important to continue to remember Dr. King, his legacy, so we work every year to make sure that we give him the proper remembrance every year.
Well, I'm here to represent the march, Martin Luther King's march. Is very pivotal to our society and community, and how fitting it is to start the march here at this church, because it's within the church where he grew up and found community and learned about nonviolence and social justice and equality. And within the community where it says it takes a village to raise the community, it was the community that also taught him how to be confident, how to be motivated speaker. And the value of what education was all about. So it's just a wonderful thing to just be a part of this and have this at this church each year.
Southfield was the first city in Michigan to hold a Dr. King Peace Walk or March on January 20th, 1986, coinciding with the first national observance of his birthday. This year's event continued the proud tradition.
We began the Martin Luther King Peace Walk in Southfield in 1986. I was a charter member of the task force and continue every year to walk. As we say in the task force, it's a day on, not a day off. We need to keep reminding the generations that are coming up that there is a struggle for equality in this country. And also in these times, we really focus on nonviolence, working through differences through peaceful means. And this is what this day symbolizes. I wouldn't miss it. It's a very important occasion for our community. We come together not only to celebrate Dr. King, but to honor his legacy. Originally, when we started the walk, it was not a federal holiday. And matter of fact, prior to the Peace Walk in 1986, we gathered at the Parks and Rec building and had a program on Sunday afternoon. One year we had it still it wasn't a holiday, but we had it while the city offices were filled with people. It was a work day for many people. And so we pressed for not only the holiday, but that this should become a part of Southfield's annual observances.
The event allowed attendees to reflect on their memories of King and what his life symbolized.
My earliest memories, because I'm a young lad, came from the videos, elementary school back at Wayne Elementary in Detroit, Michigan, where I had to say a speech by Martin Luther King. And matter of fact, my son, he goes to a Southfield Christian. His speech is on Martin Luther King. So it is a generational, I guess you could say, a bridge to where the generation to where they marched with Dr. Martin Luther King to our generation to always keep that legacy going on. And so what my memories were was just the nonviolence, the way everyone linked up together, and they did things as a unity, as a whole, and they made things happen. And so those are the things that we strive to be. And unfortunately, these days are just a fragment of what it used to be back in the day. But we just hope that as we continue to do these things, continue to do these marches and remember what he stood for and what actually Americans stood for, we can help change the world.
While the Peace Walk highlighted strides that have been made in fighting for civil rights, there is still more work left to do.
Things are much improved in the name of equality, but we still have a ways to go. We see extremism all across the world, lack of tolerance for other people's viewpoints or religious beliefs. We see poor treatment of people by gender, sexual orientation, race or religion still. So there's considerable work to be done, but progress has certainly been made.
To learn more about various events presented by the MLK Task Force, call their hotline at area code 248-827-9119 or visit mlktaskforcemi.org.